Previously on Wonders and Blunders.
There's a lot of other kids.
There's a couple other kids, yeah. You can go have fun. Go play with them.
Oh, okay.
Hi. You're new?
What's your name?
Benjamin. What's your name?
Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hey,
What's your name?
Megan.
To the other kid.
Yeah. We're going to sneak out tonight. And we're going to spend the night in this house. There's a ghost in it.
Really?
Of an old man without a face.
Cool.
After the sun goes down and the adults go to sleep, we were all going to try to sneak out and meet back here. Do you want to come?
Okay, so you all went to bed, right?
Right.
Bree is staying up paranoid and watching over the town, but
That is correct.
after a night of excitement and pastry theft, everyone's gone to bed, except for Benjamin, who... You made your way across town a little early for what they were planning on meeting. They were planning on meeting at midnight. So you end up sort of waiting around for about an hour until the first head sort of peeks around the corner, and you see Megan.
I guess, yeah, just as he was walking, I dropped, Benjamin had kept some of the food from dinner that he, after Karadov let him have dinner. So he kept some, and he was dropping it behind him, hoping his dog would show up and find it because he couldn't go to the stable to get it.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's just
20 dogs. Sniffing in the wind.
That's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, okay, so you drop some food on the ground.
Yeah.
So as you're waiting, actually, you would see a couple of ravens swoop down and take some of that food that you dropped and fly away with it.
Benjamin's eyes narrow.
And then from behind you, you just hear, "Hey!"
Hey, hi.
And you turn around and you see Megan, and she...
Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
And she is standing there, and you can see that she's wearing sort of like makeshift armor, but it's like pillows and stuff tied around her arms. But she does have a short sword, a full-on short sword.
Wow.
And she's standing there in front of you, and she's like, "Any of the others here yet?"
No, I don't think so. Just us. Where did you get that sword?
Oh, my mom left the sword case unlocked.
Jesus.
I don't feel like such an irresponsible parent anymore.
Okay. Just be careful.
Yeah, no, I know how to use this. And then she just sort of like starts swinging it wildly around. It's like way too heavy for her. But you can tell she's used it before. Like she doesn't cut you or her.
That's good.
Yeah,
I couldn't get my shield. I got my armor though.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, yeah, hopefully we don't run into anything. This is, just in case. We're just gonna stay here. Everything's gonna be fine.
Is your sword magic?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Cool.
It glows sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've come downstairs before and seen it just sort of glowing.
Wow, that's cool. My armor's magical too.
Nice.
It doesn't glow though.
Well, how do you know it is then?
Benjamin just looks down. Because I just know.
And then you hear another just, "Hey!" And you both turn around and other Megan has shown up. And she's got like a little backpack on. And she just sort of comes around the corner and starts standing there with the two of you. And she's like, "I saw some of the others sneaking out. So they should be here soon. I saw Petunia going out the back door."
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of stand there for a minute, and then the others come around. So you see a Goliath child.
So like a 6 foot.
He's pretty tall.
Okay.
He's not like 6 feet tall, but he's like 5'5". Looks like an adult almost. But he has this really sort of childlike face, and his head is weirdly small compared to the rest of his body. It seems like that's probably the last thing to grow in on a Goliath. And then you see a little gnome, a young gnome, come around the corner with these big pop bottle glasses.
Specs.
And she also has a backpack on, and she has a couple of books under her arms. And then you see this elf boy come around the corner, and he just sort of like leans up against a post.
Oh, that's super
and
cool.
gives you all a stare.
Was that the kid I met earlier, the boy?
These were the kids there earlier.
Okay.
I just didn't describe them before. This is exactly what they were doing before.
Right on.
So you can retcon that in your mind.
Done.
And Megan says, "All right, everybody ready to go? All we're gonna do is stay the night, and if something happens, I'm not gonna say that I'm not excited for something to happen. If something happens, that'd be great. But if it doesn't, that's fine too. We'll prove that it's not haunted then."
Yeah, totally. It's not. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. And you look up at this house now, and you see it's pretty big in comparison to the other houses in this area. You can see a big balcony stretching along the outside. One side of it has been heavily damaged in a fire, and there's these big stone doors in the front, and what looks like the remnants of like statues on the outside, which seems like they've been chipped down and maybe reused for something else. A lot of big windows, and actually to one side is a completely windowed nook. The windows are dirty and dusted over. You can't really see through it, but one side of the house is actually almost entirely glass. As you start to look in.
Cool.
I guess I can hand these out for
Dun,
everyone
dun,
who's in
dun,
bed.
dun.
He's got a binder.
There's a binder.
Binder.
Rustling of pages.
Oh my god, do we get to play youths
You do.
or ghosts? I'll accept either. Or youths who are really ghosts.
Okay, so
Did I just ruin it? I'm sorry, I ruined it.
These kids have been
Just
dead
Mike
for 30
crumples up the
years.
papers.
He's like, I love that one.
okay, so everybody just pick at random,
Oh, I love it. I love mini games.
and I'll keep mine kind of handy here.
I think that I get to play a character despite probably noticing all these children sneaking out of their house and just being like, no, I'm in enough trouble tonight.
So, how this is going to work, you all have a character who is a child. Ben, you keep your regular character. You are an adventurer. None of these children are. So there's another sort of mechanic that I've added to this, which is courage.
Oh, I understand.
So different things that happen in this spooky house will cause courage damage. You can also be, if you get physically attacked, you still have hit points and armor that they'll have to beat. But none of you are great in a fight. So things that take away your courage, spooky things that happen, doors opening and closing, something lunging at you, stuff like that would deal courage damage. Also, the first person to enter a room takes 1 courage damage. And any time spent in the dark, unless otherwise stated, you take courage damage. There's a couple of ways to recharge your courage. Some of you have abilities that let you recharge your courage. And if you're in a room with somebody else, twice during this session, you can do a deep breath, which will let you roll 1d4 and regain that much plus 2 courage. So you can do that twice. I don't have that written on those sheets, but that's the only other thing. So you want to just go around and say who you are, and you can go into your abilities if you want, or just sort of say who you are. And there's a little blurb at the bottom for just something very small for your inspiration for going on this quest.
I'm Megan. I'm the obvious leader of the group. I'm cool, and I'm not afraid of things, and I'm willing to run into danger.
I'm Tamio. My family owns the mill. I could buy and sell everyone here. Not the strongest one in the schoolyard, but my family is known for their silver tongues, and mine is coated in poison.
Are you the elf?
I am.
Yeah, so Megan is human. And you should say your ages too, because this is the one thing here is that all of you know each other quite well.
So I'm 12.
I'm also 12 and a human.
And an elf.
I'm Burfion. I'm 11 years old, but it doesn't matter because I'm big and I'm stronger. But somebody's got to like look after you guys while you're going through this place. I'm pretty sure that's going to be me. So don't go thinking that just because you're 12, you're bigger. Because we're all in this, all right? So we're all in this.
And I'm Megan. I'm 13 and human, and I'm the self-proclaimed leader. And I'm here to prove that I'm not scared of no ghosts. I can kill this thing, and maybe my mom will let me go adventuring. And I've got her sword, because she didn't lock the sword case.
Oh, you've got the sweet pillow armor.
Yeah.
I'm Petunia. I'm 10, and I'm a gnome. And I'm the smart one. I'm so smart, and I'm really, really nice. And you all like me a lot, and I want to know what the ghosts are doing. And I'm going to see the ghosts, and we're going to figure out what the ghosts are doing.
Oh, God, who invited Petunia?
We need everyone, okay?
Fine.
I don't know why we're doing this.
Because it'd be cool to do this. I don't know. I want to see the inside of this house.
Don't you care what ghosts are? Don't you care about what ghosts are like?
Ghosts aren't real.
I just wanna see
Ghosts
you
are-
losers
ghosts are
wear
real.
pants.
Yeah, okay, new kid.
I've never seen them, but I know people who have.
Really?
What are they like?
Really, the people are the ghosts.
Look at the ghosts.
You know, scary, creepy, different things.
Well, we're all together, so it shouldn't. I mean, they're not even real, so even but
They
we're all
are.
together.
They are real.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fight one. I mean, maybe not, but probably.
What happened to this house?
Can I roll a town history?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I would also like to roll a town history.
Yep.
I'm trained at that. 15.
I got a natural 1.
Nat 1, okay. You forgot this house was even here. You just thought there might be a ghost floating around in this direction.
I got 15.
15, okay. Did anyone else roll town
I got
history?
18.
18?
I rolled a 6.
A 6?
7.
Okay, so, and this is another thing about skills. All of you have a couple of skills each. I think Petunia has a lot, but most people have like 2 to 4. Anything else that you roll off of that table gets a -2.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can roll those skills at their said numbers. Everything else gets -2 because you're not adventurers.
Style.
So Bert, surprisingly enough, well, not really, because his dad is the town gossip, Deba.
Goliath.
He would explain that this is Tilia Manor. It's been abandoned for the past 30 years when Mildred Tilia, the last surviving member of the household, left in the middle of the night. It's said she told townsfolk she had to get out of there as the house haunted her at every waking moment. Passers-by say they've seen a faceless man walking past the windows, candlelight flickering from the rooms, and have heard moaning, screaming, and rattling chains from inside. Also, last year, a fire mysteriously started, destroying the children's bedrooms, but leaving the rest of the house untouched.
Oh, good. Good.
Jeez.
Good.
Tilia had lived alone here after her husband died and her children grew up and left. She was cruel to the people in town, so her kids got out of there as soon as they were old enough. And that's what you know. You got an 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you know.
So I think there's obviously something pretty cool hidden in here, and I think we can sleep, or we can have a look for this sweet, what's probably good treasure.
Yeah, we can go in and we can look all around the house and see if we find anything.
Maybe we can get rid of this ghost and, like, make it so this house is somebody could live here or something.
Maybe.
All right, well, let's go. And I start walking towards the front door, and
Okay.
I will try to be the first one in through the door.
Okay.
I would definitely be right up behind you, like trying to do a little shoulder nudge out of the way.
Okay, so just do a straight D20 roll. Do you want to explain why you're doing that?
Well, I'm the leader, and I will take half courage damage from the next source of fear if I'm the first to enter a room.
I'm also the leader and have the same trait because we're both Megans, obviously.
Okay, so yeah, you both have the
I
leader
said
trait.
it first.
So just roll a d20, straight d20,
And I'm
whoever gets
older.
higher.
But
I mean,
Mike,
I'll
I
take
did
this.
say
I'll
it
take
first.
disadvantage because I will take disadvantage because you did say it first.
Okay,
I think that's fair.
what strength am I making?
just straight.
Just straight. I got an 11.
12. I rolled a 12 and a 17.
Okay, so Megan goes through the door first. So Megan, you take 1 courage.
This is gonna get
damage.
confusing.
Yes, it definitely
I'm Megan
is.
L. What are you?
Megan Devlin.
Megan D.
So you push on this front door, and it creaks open in front of you. It's a big double door, and it reveals this foyer with this big faded red rug that runs the 15 feet through this big hallway, and which enters into a much larger chamber, a massive room at the middle of the manor. This is the Great Hall, and that sort of disappears into the darkness beyond this area. Ben and Tamiel? Is that your name, Tamiel? Yeah. Ben and Tamiel, you can see a bit beyond that, and you see a big stone statue about 10 feet tall, 60 feet into that room, facing away from you.
Yeah, I mean, once we're in through the door, I'm going to keep going forward.
Okay. So entering the Great Hall, you take another courage damage. And so behind you, you can hear just sort of the wind blowing outside the door. And as you step inside, what is your marching order?
I'm first.
Yeah. Megan L.
Presumably Megan.
Megan Devlin, I guess. Yeah.
Okay,
we'll
so
put up
I'm
next.
going to put you 2 right at the front. This hallway's wide enough that you can go sort of 2 by 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm next.
Okay.
I'm in the middle.
Samuel and Petunia in the middle.
Ben's gonna be at the rear.
Okay.
He's last to go in.
Ben and Birch. The end.
Is it Bert or Burf?
Burf, I think.
Yeah, it's burp.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I was like, is that a T?
Yeah, it's an F. I have terrible handwriting.
Okay. Yeah.
Petulia? Petulia?
Petunia.
Petunia.
Oh, Petunia.
It's Petunia.
I also have a clarification question. What it says minimum and then either a 7 or a 1.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't reduce the courage damage taken below 1, but you could reduce it to 1. So you make your way into this room. It is dark, so if you don't light a light soon, you're going to take another courage damage.
I pull out my the sword is out and I see if it starts glowing.
It does. Yeah, it starts to glow.
Huh.
Look
at that.
Whoa.
Cool.
Does that? I didn't know that happened.
How does that work? Do all swords glow?
That's okay, I guess.
No, I think only really cool magic swords.
It's magic.
Yeah.
How do you know?
It's glowing.
Well, yeah, we can see it's glowing, but how do you know that means it's magic?
Yeah, there could be a perfectly reasonable science explanation for this.
Do you know one?
Yes.
What is it?
Burp is just looking slack-jawed. Like,
Well, she doused it in oil and lit the sword on fire before she came in.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
okay.
not even magic.
Didn't see me do that. You know it's magic and it's
Yeah.
made for killing ghosts.
Cool.
Whatever.
So as
What do we
you're
see around?
so you it lights up sort of a 20-foot area around you, and the most prominent thing that you see in this room is that above you is sort of a walkway that frames this room. The ceiling above that goes up about 60 feet, and you can see that it actually has a big glass skylight, which is completely covered in snow. In the center of the room, you see 2 10-foot statues of a man and a woman facing each other and bowing. The carving shows that they're both wearing quite expensive and intricate clothing. The woman has finely crafted jewelry, and the man wears a suit that even in the carving seems to bear this like shimmering sort of texture, almost like velvet. The carvings are beautiful and detailed, except that the man's face is missing.
missing as in like chipped away or just like smooth?
It looks rubbed smooth.
Oh.
Well,
That's
somebody
nasty.
didn't like their husband.
Maybe people just saw the statue through the window and thought it was a ghost.
That's a
Do you
good
guys
idea.
think the husband's
Yeah.
the ghost?
Yeah, right.
No, Benjamin just said we saw the statue through the window.
People probably just saw the statue through the
Yeah.
window.
And the front
Are there
doors-
windows around that you could see the statue through?
No, there are no windows. There are windows at the end of the other end of the Great Hall, and you could see it, but the statues would be the male statue would be facing away from it.
So probably the statue
ow.
moves, and I go up and like kick it.
Okay, you kick it, and suddenly behind you, the two doors slam shut. The front doors of the building slam shut, and Birth, you take 2 courage damage
What are you doing that for?
because you're in the back.
Oh, what am I rolling? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to roll anything.
What do you gotta kick the statue for?
Does the statue do anything?
The statue does not do anything.
It's just some wind.
Yeah, well, fine.
Come on, let's keep looking.
So in this room, you can see that there are 4 doors. One on your left at the far side of the hallway, one on your right, pretty much right across from the statue of the woman closer to you, and 2 back on either side of the doorway that you came through near the foyer.
We should split up.
Yeah.
Find somewhere to sleep?
That's a terrible idea.
No, it makes sense. Ghosts are more likely to scare single people than groups of people.
So you want us to split up
Yeah.
so we see the ghosts?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Well, and we'd be able
I mean,
to
how many
swarm
how many
more.
times has a ghost haunted like 10 people?
That's a good point.
Oh.
That's an incredibly dumb idea.
No, I think.
Are you scared?
Of course, I'm not scared.
I think she is.
Tamiola is scared. Tamiola is scared.
None of you losers think there's any ghosts here.
Well, then you wouldn't mind going off on your own into one of those rooms.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay.
Benjamin's kind of smiling.
Oh.
The ghost.
Holy shit!
There's a ghost here. Oh my god, I'm scared.
Too real now.
Courage damage! Courage damage! Courage damage!
You forgot to wait until you split up. So which of the doors would you like to go through?
I'm going to turn around and march to the door that's on the right of the entrance door.
Okay. So you take 1 courage damage from entering this room.
Okay.
And inside, you see this is like a storage closet. And you see a couple of barrels and a big crate in here. And a couple of other things like a broom and some like furs on the ground.
All right, I'm going to march into the dark.
Okay.
And Burf is going to strain to make sure that he like keeps eyes on you while like you're going in. Like he's like trying to be cool about it, but just kind of making sure he can still see you.
I'm going to let the door swing mostly closed behind me.
Okay. So you're standing in the dark, but you have dark vision as Tamiel, so you don't take dark damage.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be super quiet for a minute.
Okay.
Tamriel?
Tamiel?
Hey.
Guys at the ghost getter?
Oh man, do you
Do
think?
you think the ghost got her?
For reference, Tamiel is a little boy, and he's a
Him.
jerk.
Oh,
Yeah.
you think it ghost got him?
I mean, maybe.
Oh man. Should we go after her? Should we go in? Should we go in?
Yeah. I rushed
And
the door.
I'm going to burst out and go running across the room to the other door.
Okay. So Megan, you run towards the door. So just make like a con save. So D20 -1.
9.
9. You take 1 courage damage as Tamiel just comes like bursting out.
Shit!
Oh,
Run!
what is it? What?
Run.
Ghost!
Where?
Oh, guys, go! Go!
Okay. Where's everybody running?
We're following Tamiel.
Okay. Which door do you go to?
I'm going to go to the door on the opposite side of the room from that, which is so to the left
of the
top door.
Okay, so you run across the Great Hall with everybody sort of screaming and running behind you. And
But I'm
you...
going to just slow down a little bit so that people pass me, hopefully, as we're all running as a group.
Okay. So then, who wants to go into this room?
Who's got spooked? I think. Who's running first?
I guess
Megan would have had the least head start because you would have been back down by the
Yeah.
closet on the other side of the room. So at the front of the group was other Megan, and Petunia, and Petunia's got short legs.
I guess me then. I'm
Yeah.
already down a little encouraged, so yeah.
Okay. So you open that door and walk in. So 1 courage damage as you burst into this room where you see like a small writing desk to your right and 2 big leather chairs facing a fireplace,
Ooh.
which has no fire in it. And there is another door to your left as you enter in.
Is everybody coming in? What does the ghost look like? Where's Tamriel?
It was like blue, and it had no face, and it had these enormous claws.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Roll
What?
deception. Yeah.
Inside check.
Yeah.
Any chance I can roll performance?
Yes.
believe her.
If you want to act out what the ghosts look like, that would be performance.
I definitely do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the hands. and
Rolling
the-
insight.
That is a 12.
12?
I got
It
a
had
19
claws?
on my insight.
I got an 11.
You guys, nobody said the ghost had claws. The statue didn't have claws. What? What?
I think you're lying, Tamuel. Did you really see a ghost?
Got you all to run across the room, though.
What the heck?
Calling me scared
I nearly
assholes.
stabbed you.
Oh my! Oh,
This is such classic Tamiel.
Tamriel.
What's in there, Megan?
It's just like an old fireplace.
Can I
Some
go
dumb
in and
desk.
look around the desk?
Yeah. So you can do an investigation on the desk.
Was that tilt or is that?
No, that's.
I think it's
that's
natural
legit.
20. Okay.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
You start feeling around the desk. There's nothing on top of it. And you kind of open up the drawers. And you open up one of the drawers and you shake it. And it sort of rattles a little bit. And then you like poke it. And it comes up on one side. And you move this shelf to show a false bottom. And you find a couple of parchments inside. Faded over time.
What's on them parchments?
Blood.
So you see a lot of it is like logging and mining manifests.
Boring.
Yeah, and you see some things crossed out and you're like, I don't understand this. You just move it out of the way. You see a will. In the event of my death, I, Mildred Tilia, leave my estate and remaining fortune to H. And then it looks like it's been scrawled out.
Ooh. Who do you think H is?
Do you guys know anyone named starts with H?
Can I do a town history?
Yep.
Town history, I guess? Yeah. Oh, nope. 4.
16.
16? 8?
Yeah,
9.
16 as well.
16? Okay. So with 16 being the highest, you don't know, like, there's lots of people whose name are H, but relevant, you know that her husband's name was Liam. And the children's names were Kindril and Fala. None of them start with H.
Guys, this is dumb. There's no ghosts here. I'm just exploring for this treasure. Like,
H could be husband.
No one writes husband in the will. They would have used his name.
yeah.
Oh my
what
god, maybe she had like a secret husband.
A secret husband.
Um,
And birth, like maybe this fortune is the treasure, so maybe this is a
Yeah.
clue.
Well, yeah, clue, but a clue doesn't help unless you're looking for it. Like, I don't even think there's a ghost, guys. And he's going to wander off, like, across the Great Hall towards the other door that's directly across the back of the hall now.
Okay, when you step into the Great Hall, you see that as you look across, even though you don't have a light, the light from the sword is sort of bleeding into this area. But you can actually see that door because you see like little licks of flame under it in the dark.
Under the door?
Yeah, like you can see light coming from under the door.
Hey, is there like a fireplace in the other side over there? Guys, look at this. Is there a fireplace in there? What's? Come here.
Is that the side that the burnt rooms were on?
Yes.
Let me check my documentation.
Maybe there shouldn't be a fire going right now.
Well, it looks like it to me, and I'm gonna try to like throw the door open.
Okay. Yeah, you throw the door open, take 1 courage damage. And in here, you see the source of the flame is a candelabra that is tipped over with lit candles on it, and one of the placemats is sort of on fire. At this long dining table that's been set intricately for a meal, you see there's a chicken on the counter, partially uncovered from a silver platter. Another couple of platters that are covered up. You see a glass of wine at each end of the table, and at one end of the table, the glass has been tipped over, and so has the chair.
I'm just standing and staring at that.
Put out the fire. Can I rush in to try and put out the fire?
Yeah. I think it's not very big, so but how do you do it?
You said it was just like a placemat?
Yeah, it's like the tablecloth is starting to catch.
Tablecloth is? If there's any like part of the tablecloth that isn't caught, like I want to take that and just start like batting at it with it.
Yeah, okay, so it seems like it hasn't been burning for very long, that it's just sort of starting, and you just start patting on it and it goes out.
If we're gonna
the room gets there are actually 2 more candles in this room, so it is lit even when that's done.
Someone's in here.
Why is there all this food? Who'd come over here?
Maybe it's H.
Are there other doors in here? Like,
there is not. You see, in this room, there's another hearth on the far wall opposite the door, and you can see behind each of the chairs at the head of the table are big portraits. One of them of the woman who is statuized outside, and the other one looks like it's probably the man because it shares the scrubbed off face.
Can I take one of the candles that are like one of the lit candles as a light source?
Yes.
Because I don't think we have any others outside of this sword.
Yeah.
I'd really like to go exploring in a different room than Megan.
Benjamin, you said you saw ghosts like the other day.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I said I know people who've seen ghosts.
What did they say about ghosts?
It was a pretty long, kind of rambling story. He told me.
Adults, right?
Yeah.
They're so boring.
It's my uncle,
God.
and he said he saw a ghost, and it was very. I can't remember it, but he said he saw one, and it was real.
Okay, but like, what did the ghost do? Like, is your uncle like cool now, or like is he messed up?
He said it embarrassed him, stole the treasure from him.
Treasure. So ghosts definitely have treasure.
I guess.
Duh.
Yeah. I mean, cool that your uncle's cool. That's cool. Like, I'm glad, the ghost didn't get him or whatever.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the point is ghosts have treasure. So this is creepy. And I'm starting to think maybe, probably not, but there's probably treasure.
Are you saying you think there's ghosts now?
No, I don't think there's ghosts. I'm just saying we should probably stick together now and look, stay together and find a treasure together.
So now you're scared.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Do I look scared? Tamara?
Yeah, you look scared.
Yeah, well, you're the one that came running out of a closet, so I don't think
that
that's
was
the
a
point.
trick, obviously.
Well, fine, you split up, and when we find the treasure, the rest of us, we will keep it, and you didn't find your bit of the treasure.
No,
so
I want the treasure.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna work together.
Well, then show up and work with us.
Yeah, we've got to work together, okay?
Yeah.
Now, let's all go back out. There's still some doors we haven't looked in.
Yeah, exactly. I think let's just cool and just,
It's not like I need it.
And Tammy, you're so brave. Go ahead and open this next door.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I said it's not like I need it, not like the rest of you.
Oh. Damn.
Whatever. At least my dad works.
But by the way, what kind of an insult does it take to use my skill?
Just say you're using it and then insult somebody.
Okay, all right.
Benjamin's just kind of like push past everyone as they're arguing and go just like look at the portrait of the husband.
Okay.
Just really, I don't know, like investigate it, I guess. Like,
Yeah, you can do an investigation.
So 7.
7?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been brushed away. You can see a bit of damage to the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you find yourself a little bit distracted as you move in, as people start to like move out of the room, and as you push past, and the argument sort of dies down, because you hear a little like ding 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 ding.
Does that look under the table?
Well, you look back towards the table and you see one of those covered platters is like shaking.
Someone left their phone.
I'll approach it slowly.
Okay.
Is it still moving?
It stops.
Benjamin kind of like looks back out of the room. I guess everyone's moved back out into the Great Hall.
I think probably Megan and Tamila did. Tamil. I wrote these names.
I would be at least in the doorway. Like I would want to keep eyes on everybody.
Yeah. So you're waiting for everyone to sort of leave. Petunia, you're probably still in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably still be in the room too, because I was taking the candle to kind of like look around a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So Benjamin just looks back and.
So actually, Megan, as you're looking around too with the candle, you see the chicken kind of twitch.
Did you see that?
I think my eyes are just like playing tricks on me or something.
Benjamin reaches out slowly to the platter and takes the lid off.
So you just hear, and when you take it off, there's a giant rat with just a half a chicken carcass sort of like stuffed in its mouth. And as it hisses, the other chicken like scrambles and starts running towards the door, towards you, Burf. As you see little rat legs sticking out the bottom. So Ben, it's going to make an attack on you.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
It's like, I don't care.
Right there.
Ooh, and that's a critical fail. So I think you just like, you pull the thing up and it goes like, and you just bomb and hold it back
Duel
down.
the dead.
Yeah. It's a different kind of bomb.
So the other one is running towards you, Burf.
And you said I saw the rat legs?
You can see the rat legs out from under it, and actually now like the rat's face is sort of like half visible under it.
I think I would have screamed at this moving chicken as well. Like,
yeah, which masked my own squeal initially, and then I'll try to like stomp on it.
Okay, so you have an ability, I think, which will help with this.
I've got like I don't know.
It's written right there. Stomp. You have
Burf strong.
Strong?
Stomp chicken rat. It's right there. You don't see stomp chicken rat?
It just says he's strong.
Yeah, it's just a strong. So
Yeah.
Lifting, smashing. So yeah, I guess I'll use strong.
What does it do?
That's it. It doesn't.
It's you're just like, you're very good at lifting, smashing, throwing, whatever, like physical feats.
So I'm gonna step on it.
Use
really
your physical
good.
with your physical feats.
Yeah, and so +5 to my roll.
Yeah, +5 to your roll.
Because I get okay.
Yeah, and 1d4 damage.
Sweet, that's a hot 9.
Hot 9? Hot 9 is not a hit. So you sort of like stomp on the leg of the chicken as it tears in half, and the rat goes tearing into the hallway beyond, squeaking. So you too would see it outside.
Can I try to swing at it with my sword?
Yep,
14 to hit.
that's a hit.
4 damage.
4 damage?
Yeah.
You swing at it and just cut along its side, and you see it like sort of move to the side as you like nick its leg and actually cut half of its tail off as it just, and which like sort of flops onto the ground as it just like runs away. So that rat, do you want to take a kick at it or anything, Tamuel?
No, I'm gonna back up. That's a dirty rat.
Yeah, so it sprints off with half the chicken corpse. Ben, you have the other one trapped under the platter.
I'm gonna pick it, like kind of get my hand under the bottom of the platter and lift it up.
Yeah. You can just hear it like bing, 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 bing inside, like hissing and biting.
What should we do with it?
Put something heavy on it.
Throw it outside. Throw it outside.
Is there a window in here?
There is, yeah, next to the hearth.
Is it smashed or anything?
This one is not smashed, but you did notice that some of the other windows are smashed.
Okay.
Does it? Oh, I mean, does the window open?
Yeah.
Windows and product.
Ben, you know that the windows in this town seem
Seems
to be sealed. Everybody
shut.
else would also know, actually, that in the wintertime, everyone seals all their windows.
Yeah.
But what about these windows in this old rundown house?
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to get it open if you try.
Okay.
Yeah, let's break my window.
Can you open the window?
Yeah, Barf will go and try to open a window.
Okay, you can use Strunk and you smash the window.
I got it here.
All right, and I'm gonna fucking hold it up over my head like I did the clay pot down in the tunnels, and just fucking yeet it right out the fucking window.
So you yeet the rat, and it just sort of clatters into the snow, and you see it just like, and then run into the forest. Defeated 2 rats. Well, there's one still lurking out there somewhere.
Yeah, without a tail, and now a
chicken.
thirst for vengeance.
Yeah.
Ben, I guess, just kind of like nervously laughs, just like it was just a couple rats.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So where do you guys think the ghost would hide? Where would you hide if you were a ghost?
In a spooky old mansion, right?
But,
Probably upstairs.
Upstairs,
More
yeah.
specific.
I was going to say upstairs.
Or the basement.
We haven't found the stairs yet.
Oh, the basement. I like the basement.
You like the basement?
Is there a basement? Well, no, it's a good suggestion.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So you guys want to find this ghost? I thought you just wanted to sleep here overnight.
We need to prove it's real, and we need to ask it for its treasure.
We need to get rid of it.
And
Yeah.
we
We have to see it and understand what it is, and then maybe we can usher it into the next life.
Yeah, or like kill it or something.
I mean, sure, whatever, okay. Like, just, we got to get rid of all the ghosts in this town.
What's in this door? And I open the bottom right door.
The bottom left door?
From the Great Hall. The one that wasn't the closet that...
Yeah, so you open that up, and directly... Oh, sorry.
Is that the bottom left or the bottom right door?
It is the bottom left door.
So the bottom right door is the closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I misunderstood that too.
Updating my map.
Yeah, so when you came in the front door, if you turned right, is the closet, and then up from that to the right is the dining room.
Yeah.
Down all the way to the left is the study.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's one door in the study you haven't opened yet.
Yes.
What's in this one?
So in here, you open the door and you see the dirty, dusty windows of that big glass room. So when you step in here, you can see that there are a bunch of like plant beds, basically, lining the windows
a
with
bunch of
soil in them, but they're all dead. And the thing that catches your eye the most is you see like a humanoid almost figure coated in a sheet.
Oh, good.
And I took a courage damage for opening the door, right?
Yes, you did, yeah.
Hey, you there?
No response.
I like slowly sword out, point first towards it, start walking towards it.
It's
Okay.
just another statue.
Yeah.
So you take 4 courage damage, but you were the first to enter this room, so it's halved to 2.
Am I still with everybody? Yeah, obviously I'm with everybody. Can I take a deep breath?
Yeah, you can take a deep breath. Yeah, yeah. Burf only has 6 courage, I think.
Wait, hold on. Am I with you?
You guys are in the dining room, but
Okay.
you could make your way across. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Sneak
gonna do
behind.
that. Sorry, I thought we were moving as a group into that room.
And I definitely barged ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're in here alone right now, but you have a secondary light source from other Megan. The 2 Megans each have a light on them now, and so you move forward and you see there is a broken window in here, and the wind is kind of moving the sheet a little bit as you walk towards it.
Yeah, can I pull the sheet off?
Yeah, you pull the sheet off and you see another statue, and this one is of a boy and a girl, standing back to back, and they're each holding flowers and smiling.
See, I told you, no ghosts. It's just a It's another statue.
Yeah, Benjamin was right.
Can I investigate the statue?
Yeah,
I will do that.
do it.
21.
Perfect. So you investigate the statue. You can see it's made quite well as well and hasn't been tampered with like the other ones. With a 21, you can see that the sheet that has been placed over it is not from this room and looks... And you can tell that because everything in here is kind of coated in dust and the sheet seems too clean. Also, while you're looking at the statue, you look in between the two kids and you notice that not all the plants in this room are dead. And there is a bush in a square planter towards the door. Not the one you came through, but there's another door on the right-hand side of this room.
Okay.
The top side of this room. And it has a bush, and you can see two, like, budding roses on the bush.
Well, there's a few things to point out that's weird about this room, right? So first of all, this sheet is clearly clean. And second of all, why is that rose bush alive?
Roses?
I mean, someone's been here. Someone's done this recently, right? Unless you know of... Well, unless ghosts are gardeners. Are ghosts gardeners?
It could be. Do you guys grow like roses in the winter time here?
No.
Question.
Yeah.
Roses in the wintertime? No.
No?
Some people in town do keep indoor growing areas, like near big windows and stuff like that. They tend to grow things. So people could grow roses indoors if they wanted to, but it's not like a known or common thing in
Welcome
town.
to Pinefell, home of the indoor rose garden in winter.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It'd be a fortune to heat this place.
Do ghosts even need heat?
Petunia, you would actually notice that too. I'll give you that with your 21 investigation. If you bring up the issue of like heating in here, you can see that there are copper tubes running along the ceilings and down all the supports of the walls. And you can see, and you would recognize that you also saw these in the study and the dining room near the hearths.
I'm going to walk over and hold my hand next to it. Is it warm?
Yes.
Oh, the heating's on.
That's
What?
wild.
Maybe it's like
Can
not
I
a ghost at all.
okay, actually I have a question too. So the pipes, do they go down into the floor or do they like stop above the floor? And like similarly, like can I see where they exit the room?
You can, yeah. So you see they exit the room to back in towards the Great Hall, and into this next room that you haven't gone into. And you can see that they run up through the ceiling and down through the floor.
It seems like it's going everywhere. Where do you think the boiler would be? Probably in the basement, I guess, right?
Yeah, we've got to find a set of stairs.
I mean, maybe someone's been living here and they're trying to pretend there's a ghost to keep people away.
From that treasure, yeah. Yeah, I think Ben's right, guys.
Well, there's only one more room to check as I open the door on the top side
This
of
is
this
the
room.
back
Okay.
door in this room?
So we bust open the door to this other room.
Okay, so you take your 1 courage
Yep.
as you move in here, and immediately you see like a row of bookshelves as you enter a library.
Yeah.
And you can see there's two sets of 2 bookshelves in the center of the room, and then to your left you can see 2 long bookshelves along that wall as well. From what you can see right here with just your little candlelight, it looks like most of the there is a broken window in here, and it seems like a lot of snow has got in, and most of the books are ruined. But the shelves are also almost empty. To your right, you can also see another desk with just a small chair and an old candelabra where the candles have been burned down to the base.
No staircase?
No staircase. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say this. There is a staircase in the Great Hall.
Okay.
Oh,
So like the Great Hall goes straight and then turns right, so you wouldn't have actually seen it until you came out of the study. But on that right side, sort of alongside the dining room, there is a set of stairs, but it goes up.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Can I continue trying to trace the heating pipes?
Yeah, so you see the heating pipes come across here and exit into the study. And there's one on your side that goes up. So as you sort of like wander down to the other side of the library.
And can I also investigate this room, I guess, at the same time? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, which part of it do you want to investigate?
Can you tell me, like, the geometry of it again?
Yeah, so there's 6 bookshelves, mostly destroyed and empty of books. There's a desk, and that's all.
Okay, I'll investigate the desk.
Okay, roll investigation.
I got a 19 plus 5, 24.
24, okay. You find another hidden drawer in this desk. So same thing, you open up the drawer, and having seen Megan go through the other desk, you just immediately tap on all the drawers, and one of them flips up. And when you take out like a long
drawer here, guys.
You take out a long scroll, and it is a receipt for renovation. And you see the listed costs on it. You see the greenery, 500 gold. Master bedroom, 1,200 gold. Cellar, 800 gold. And then something scribbled out, 750 gold.
So the greenery, the bedroom, what were the other ones? The scribbled out
Greenery,
one?
master bedroom, cellar, and something scribbled out.
Cellar, okay. Greenery. So would that room where we just were count as the greenery?
Probably. From what you've seen,
Yeah, okay.
that's most likely, yeah.
I guess, yeah, okay. Let's see. Well, it looks like they did renovations here. Do you think, should we go back and explore the green room again? Maybe there's some more secrets.
I'm more interested in that scribbled out room. I think we need to try and find that one.
Yeah, if I was going to hide treasure or something, I wouldn't like put it on a list. And if I saw it on a list, I'd probably scribble it out.
Got
Okay.
all night. We can check both.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 4 places on here. Maybe there's something in all of them.
I mean, we haven't looked upstairs yet. Any of these scribbled out rooms could be up there.
Ben's just kind of been standing like in the doorway to the green room and between the green room and the library. Just gonna like look back. What kind of flowers are on the statues, like that the kids are holding?
You make a nature check.
Oh, I would like to take a deep breath.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You looked at me like so blankly.
Yeah, I forgot about my own mechanic. I'm really good at this.
It's a D4, right?
D4, yeah, +2.
I got a 4.
Wait, who opened the door this time?
I did.
Other
Okay.
Megan.
Megan.
Other Megan did.
I got a 4 nature.
4? You don't know.
It's not a rose though.
No, it doesn't look like the roses. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all.
yeah. It's not one of the like 2 most common flowers.
Yeah. It's not a daisy or a rose.
Yeah.
I say I'm with Megan on this one. I think we should go check upstairs first.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea, Megan.
Thanks, Barf.
I glare at Barf and start walking out to the Great Hall.
Burf shrugs.
Ben follows Megan.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Megan too.
Okay.
Megan L.
So everybody's going upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you make your way up the stairs, you can sort of smell the old burnt wood as you come up the stairs. And immediately you end up on that balcony that rings the Great Hall, and you're much closer to that skylight that you saw before. When you walk forward about 5 feet from the stairs, to your left, you can see the 2 burnt bedrooms. And the wall between them has been like burned almost completely down. The burn marks go across the floor from what you can see from the glowing sword. And your light barely makes it across the Great Hall to the other side, but you do see a single door on the other side of the across the Great Hall from you. Oh, and at the far side of the corridor, past the 2 burnt bedrooms, you can see another door there.
That one's closer.
They're about equal.
And the floor of the bedrooms, you can't really like step out onto it, or can you?
You could try.
I will try.
Yeah.
Like I want to look around, see if there's anything interesting in these rooms.
Okay. You hear the floor sort of creak and groan under you, but you can see that the supports under it are still pretty sturdy. This looks like it was a really quick fire. So you want to look around. You can do an investigation.
And it's -2?
-2, unless you have it.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
0.
0? Yeah, you look in, this place has been destroyed.
What do you think happened here?
A fire.
Yeah, but who set the fire? Or, like, what caused the fire?
Sometimes candles just fall over.
And we saw one in the room. It was falling over while we were even there.
Yeah, and then I'll leave that room and start marching.
Can I? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Go for it.
I also wanted to look around that room.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I got 18.
18?
Yeah.
There's, basically nothing left in these rooms, just like the husk of the old beds. But as Megan walks out, there's still some like dust and ash on the ground. And when you look at the ground and follow Megan's footprints, you see another set of footprints beside yours and hers.
Okay.
Much
I say,
bigger.
wait.
What?
What do you see?
Look.
Where did
I
they go?
pointed at the other set of footprints.
How much bigger are they?
They look adult, not like monstrous, but they'd be about the same as yours.
About my size?
Yeah.
I like look at my feet and look at those. Like,
There is ash on your shoes.
did I come up here already? No.
No.
I was
No.
with you guys the whole time.
What?
Where did the footprints lead?
So now that you can see them there and you sort of hold the sword down to the ground, you can see that they come from around the Great Hall, and they go and stand in the doorway and then walk out and then walk to the other room and then walk out and then make their way back where they came.
Like on a loop.
Back.
Sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go see where these lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So following the footprints, you make your way around and you come to the closed door on the opposite side of the Great Hall.
Opens it.
Get in there. So you go inside and you can see as the light from the sword spills in here, you can see an immaculately maintained master bedroom. There is a writing desk to the right. You can see a big hearth near the bed, and more of this copper tubing moving up from the hearth into the ceiling.
Oh, from the hearth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like these tubes gather heat from the hearths and spread them
But there's
throughout the house.
there's no fire in the hearth right now, obviously.
No, there's not.
I go over to the hearth and stick my hand in it. Sorry, if you're not done explaining the room, go ahead.
The only other thing would be another massive portrait in here, just of the woman. And you see the bed is huge, like the biggest bed you've ever seen. It looks really, really comfortable. The sheets have sort of been thrown around on it. And there's like furs and silks and all sorts of different types of bedding on top of it. And Petunia, you wanted to stick your hand in the hearth?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and stick my hand in the hearth. Yeah.
Okay.
Like not into the ashes, but into just try and feel for heat and maybe investigate some of the bricks.
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation.
I'm rolling really good. 17 plus 5 is 22.
Shit. Okay, so you there's no heat coming from the hearth, and actually even when you feel up to the pipes, they're significantly colder up here than they were downstairs. But you do, as you're like feeling around on the brickworks, you don't feel anything move or compress, but you do pull out a sheet of paper, half burned, from the hearth.
Having sort of ignored this, just while that's happening, I want to say, if we're sleeping here tonight, I shotgun this bed and jump onto the bed.
Okay, great. So you jump onto the bed, and it's so comfy. It's ridiculous. This bed must have been crazy expensive. It's like not some IKEA bed.
Well, if you're
What's
getting
a
the
good
bed,
bed?
I think everybody at least gets one of the blankets.
No, they're part of the bed.
No, the bed is the bed. The
I
blankets are
shotgun the
different.
whole bed.
Megan, there's enough room in that bed for like everybody to share.
No, this is my bed. You find your own. You go sleep in the burnt out
I'm
bedroom.
going to start pulling the blankets off.
No way.
Meanwhile, Petunia's learning
Yeah, I was gonna
important
say,
facts.
what did you find, Petunia?
So you found a letter. The top half of it is burned.
Ooh.
The bottom half says, but I can't take it any dang more. I'll risk it every night for as long as I draw a breath, if that's what it takes. See you soon, honeymoon. Signed, HB.
I just read it out to everybody in the room.
Hey, maybe that's the
Gross.
H.
I've got like my arms full of silk sheets. What, like honeymoon?
I'm tired. Why are we doing this anymore?
Oh my god. Tim,
You can-
for treasure.
This
For treasure. We've been saying this like all
This-
night.
this is getting very interesting, isn't it?
It's
It's
like halfway through the night. The sun's gonna come up in like a couple hours. I'm tired.
Well, you
Why
can
don't
go to
you go
bed. I
home?
want to keep exploring. If you're scared of everything in here,
Is there anything else to like explore in this room?
There was a desk. There was a writing desk, right?
There's a desk as well, yeah.
Well, statistically, let's explore that desk.
Desks have been good, yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hand you a blanket.
I'm gonna. Oh, fuck. Okay, fine. I'll investigate the desk too.
No one else is good at it.
Investigation monkey.
It's between
Oh, here we go. 4 plus 5 is 9.
9? Yeah, you don't find anything of note on the desk.
Okay.
It's
no
actually
drawers
like
or anything.
there's some writing materials, but like the inkwell has completely dried up. The quill looks old and unused, and the paper, like as you touch it, some of it like flakes away and turns to dust. It's old.
Okay.
Petunia, do you want this like wool blanket or do you want this silk one?
The warm one.
Well, they're both oh yeah, that'd be all right. Here's the wool one then.
Thank you.
Cool. Anyone else
And
need
I'm
a
gonna
blanket?
just grab the blanket and throw it over my shoulders.
is there another door out in the
Why don't
walk
we-
around? Like
Yeah.
above the what would be, I guess, the greenery in the closet?
There's a door that would be above the closet. That's the only other door. Yeah.
Okay. I want to go check that out.
Maybe we could start a fire in one of these hearths if we're gonna stay here and make it
Well,
warmer.
I mean, something's
really
already
good
warm,
idea.
right?
what?
Something's already warm. I want to find where the warm is coming from.
So Megan, you go out to investigate that other door.
Mhm.
So take your 1 courage as you step into another room, just with a large window and a chair.
So
looking
Megan's,
out that
Megan's
window.
not gone alone while we're arguing or
Yeah.
discussing. Okay.
Yeah. Ben, you would see her go, though, if you did want to go, because you were kind of standing by the door.
Mm-hmm. No, I was like, now I'm in the middle of this conversation about warmth and such.
Okay.
So yeah, Ben was
I
distracted.
feel like like I would have been keeping an eye on Megan and her like attempts to subvert my authority.
Yeah, well, I think she said, I want to go
She said
investigate
that, yeah.
this, and then
So
she leaves.
When she left, I was like, hey, Megan's going to look around. We should go too. I would start moving that direction.
Megan, we all gotta stay together.
Well, then keep up.
Megan, when you turn around to say that, you look at the bed, and
There's a bed in this room too?
huge bed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, sorry, this isn't the bed. I'm just going back because they
Oh,
stopped you
yeah,
from
sorry,
moving.
sorry.
You look at the big bed, and you see in between everybody sort of sitting on it and wrestling over sheets. One of the sheets is being held up by a form, and you sort of do a quick count, and it's not any of you.
What? Who is that?
Who is what?
Turn.
And I point.
And all of you sort of like look over, and you can see that it's being held up like that statue was downstairs, just sort of your classic everyday sheet ghost
But on the bed.
on the bed.
I kick it.
Yeah, so you kick, and the sheet just goes in. You don't contact with anything, but your leg feels ice cold. And you feel that coldness sort of rush up your whole body. And you take, well, actually, all of you take 2 courage damage as you just hear like an "Whoa!" and the sheet darts towards the wall and hits up against it and then drops to the ground.
It was a ghost. It was a
Whoever's-
ghost. Oh my god, it was a ghost. I kicked a ghost. I kicked a ghost.
Oh,
okay.
Just mechanic wise, one person whoever was next to me reduced their damage by 1.
I think it was me. I don't take courage damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could choose somebody else. You were all pretty close together.
You just got
Okay.
a blanket from birth.
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, that
True,
makes sense.
yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. So
So-
he takes one less.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you can if you use one of your abilities, just say what it is, because literally no one will know what these are.
Oh, sorry. This is my
Real.
reassuring presence, and
Yeah.
just by being next to friends, I reduce their damage by 1.
Aw.
Jimmy's awesome.
Deep breath is 1d4 or 1d4 plus 2?
1d4 plus 2.
Amazing.
Okay, so there's definitely a ghost.
Okay, so that was a
Okay.
ghost.
I-
that was definitely a ghost.
I told you they're real.
I should have hit with my sword, not my foot.
Oh,
Damn it.
Yeah, you should. Oh.
I didn't expect a ghost to be in the bed with us.
Well, maybe it was just the wind.
No, like,
There's a lot of broken windows around.
how's
Do
my
ghosts
foot
need
feel?
to sleep?
It's like kind of numb. Like it feels like pins and needles.
Yeah, no, it was definitely magic.
Whatever. You're definitely probably just scared.
Ben, does your uncle know if ghosts need to sleep?
Why? No. Why would?
Why was it in the bed with us? What did it want?
And which wall did it run
It
away
flew
into?
right through the portrait of the woman.
Which wall though?
So when you came in the door, to your left.
to your left.
Does
So,
that
so
share
not
a
back
wall
into
with
the Great
something?
Hall, but
No.
left into some other place we don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. If we go that direction, there's no doors that direction, is there?
Just a portrait.
In
in the
in the
hallway.
hallway,
No.
no doors.
No doors.
I'm gonna move the portrait. Can I
Yeah.
move it up off the wall?
Yes. You move the portrait. It clatters to the ground, and behind it, you can see the paint. In the paint, there is an outline of a door.
Holy crap, guys! I thought it'd be a ghost, but I think I found a door.
Maybe the treasure's hidden in there.
And I open it. Or try to open it, but there's no doorknob because it's
There's
just
no
the outline.
doorknob.
So I just like press where the doorknob would be. It's like, I don't know how to open it, guys.
God, you're so
Just
dumb.
like-
it's just a
just
door.
kick it open.
Just smash it.
Oh.
What's the word you say when you do it?
Strong.
I was using my
Guys, that strong thing was like one time.
It's not. You can use it whenever.
No, I meant like the word strong.
Oh.
Yeah. And then my frustration because everyone teases me about strong when I was like 10. I've
Last
got
year.
24.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just poof, and it slams onto the ground backwards.
Yeah.
Just gives away immediately.
Kate, you used your ability?
I was using my ability, which is tear you down to build me up. Insult one of your friends to regain 1d4 courage.
That's an excellent ability.
That's amazing.
And who did you
What
insult?
was the insult?
I was insulting Burf's ability to open doors. I mean, it was just a door. Open it.
Okay, well, I did, didn't I? Oh my god, damn it. Oh. Honestly, I wish you moved away. I'm gonna say it. I wish you moved away. The door's open, and I'm gonna like march into the room,
So the door fell to the ground and kicked up this big cloud of dust.
and I disappear into that dust.
Yeah.
Take damage.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you take 1 courage for
That's
going
okay.
inside. Does everyone follow?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
I bring in the sword.
So Megan's, as you bring the light inside, you see a smaller bedroom built off the side of this one. The walls have been painted in here like a crude child's drawing almost of a blue sky and clouds and a sun.
It's not spooky at all.
You see a smaller bed on the opposite side of the room facing you, and a couple of like small wooden buckets of different colored paint, which have all dried completely solid. And it looked like there wasn't very much left in any of them. At the back wall on either side of the bed, you see in black drawn a portrait of a man's face. And you see it drawn repeatedly, moving farther and farther away from the bed, and the farther away it gets, the more skewed and sort of strange and smeared it gets.
It's already drawn. Like it's not
Already
being-
drawn,
okay.
yeah.
They had another.
Mm,
They had another child.
That's
Like a third kid.
And you also
Yeah.
see a staircase on the left side of the room. We're
going
up.
Can I use my insight ability on this room, like to see, like, what kind of relationship whoever used it would have had with like other people in the house?
You can do an insight on. You can insight the paintings of the face.
Yeah.
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 That is 19.
19. So these faces, it looks like someone with a fair bit of artistic skill started them, and then slowly over time, you can tell that they started good and got worse, not the other way around.
Okay.
And as you're like sort of inspecting them along the wall, you just hear a crash upstairs.
Somebody went totally nuts in here.
What was that sound?
That's where someone has been hiding. This would be the
Let's
place to
go look.
hide.
Let's go look.
Okay, I start up the stairs, sword out front.
Hello, this is your DM, Mike Friday. Thank you for listening to Wonders and Blunders episode 12, otherwise known as Spooky Teen Ghost Hunt Part 1. We don't have any big or crazy announcements this week, so this is just a reminder to keep on sharing the show with your friends. The best way for us to get new listeners is if you just tell people. Word of mouth is really helpful to all of us. Leave a review, and remember to send us your favorite moments on Twitter or Instagram at Wonder and Blunder, and we'll give you a shout out on the show and gift a player inspiration from you. We'll see you next week with the conclusion of this spooky mansion hunt, and I hope you're looking forward to it as much as we are. Thanks, you're all stars. We love you. Goodbye.